What's going on, folks? So we're out here in the garden today, and I got this trellis with grapes that my dad built. It's starting to rot out, so we're gonna try to straighten it out. We're gonna try to replace these middle sections of cedar, I think it is. Well, I know it is, but anyways, yeah, we're gonna try to straighten it up, just fix this up. Sort of a Mother's Day present for my mother, but she's gonna see me doing it. I'm just not gonna tell her that until it's done. And I gotta chop off. She wants me to cut that grapevine off and remove this section of fence too. So we're gonna do that. Quite a little project. Trying to get this garden back up and going. So probably have to do some work on the compost bins too. So let's get to work. Probably should go from the other side. We're gonna get that cleaned up. All right, so this, I'm going to try to use the tractor to push this straight, and we're going to hope it doesn't just all fall over. And then if I can get it up straight, I'm going to make it solid and fix everything. So here we go. Just a touch more. I don't want to break it though. I don't want it to fall apart. Yeah, I think that looks pretty good. A lot better than it was. All right, now we got to figure out how to get it stable. Fix some of these poles are rotted out. Probably have to pound rocks in. All right, let me get that figured out and then we'll move on to that project. All right, we got it to there. I'm gonna have to dig out around these poles. And then I gotta finish straightening it up more. Put some supports in, and then I'm gonna pour concrete down around the bottoms of them. And it should last a lot longer. And then the next time I ever have to do this, we're gonna just tear it down. But what I gotta do right now is I gotta get in behind and cut those trees down because they're leaning up against everything, invading the garden. So we've got to get that done. And then when the concrete gets here, we'll do that. So let's get on to cutting the brush behind there. Well, there. Isn't this fun? Beautiful. So we're gonna get this all out of here and we'll finish up getting that stuff out. And then it should look pretty nice, or starting to. All right, folks, so we got a little bit of that cleaned out behind there. I'm gonna wait for my mother to get back and let her trim the grapes up however she wants. They were growing out through the woods and everything, but I'm gonna try to move the tractor for now until she gets back with concrete and all that. And then we're gonna start working up here, get all this wood and stuff out, and then I'm gonna scrape the top surface of this off, put it in a pile, and then we're gonna go from there. That grapevines should be all right if I go slow. So we'll see. One thing at a time. All right. So I got the back all cleaned out. Still got a little bit more work to do in there, but I'm not worried about that right now. I'm gonna start working on the raspberries, cleaning that all up. We're just getting rid of them and we're gonna plant some other stuff there. But I need the tractor, so I stuffed a big rock and I put a pole up. Hopefully it holds. Probably the pole will fall, but hopefully that rock will just keep it from leaning back too much. So we'll see. Hopefully it don't all just fall right over. All right, so this is what we got. All this wood needs to come out of there. And I gotta move these poles. Probably gonna go right over there beside the shed because I'm gonna reuse them. So yeah, let's get doing that. All right, so we've got everything out of there except for railroad tie, and there's a big rock right there, and another railroad tie. So yeah, I'm gonna try to use the tractor and scrape that out of there enough so I can pick it up and move it myself, and then I'm gonna scrape that off. And then I got a bunch of dirt down by the garden I'm going to bring up, probably put in its place. I'm not quite sure yet. And then we got to fix all those beds, get them all cleaned up, and there's a bunch of work. So hopefully you guys are enjoying so far. I'm going to put this camera on the charge real quick, and then we'll be back and finish getting this thing beautified. I appreciate everyone. We'll see you soon. All right, well, we got to this point. I totally forgot to record it. Now I'm just waiting on my mother to find out if she wants to just tear these apart. That one's probably still okay. This one's missing half of it. To clean it out and get it ready for whatever she's gonna do with it. And then we're waiting on the concrete still, so yeah, just a little update. Getting there though. I gotta move this and that, so we'll get on that. All right, folks, we got the concrete, so I'm gonna mix up a bag. I dug out around here, around the pole a little bit. And we're just gonna fill it right full of concrete. And should last a few more years. Like I said, then we'll tear it down, build something new. Now I gotta fix the pole again. There. Better than it was. Awesome. So I'm gonna get that concrete going.
What's this condition? Some conviction is hard to tell. Call it affliction or addiction. Some call it hell.
All right, so I poured concrete around that pole and some around this pole. Awesome. Now, while that's doing its thing, I'm gonna lay down some of that carpet all over here and bring it out to about here on both sides, or the width of the carpeting anyways. We're gonna bring down some crushed rock, cover all that, and then we gotta put these boxes in place in here and fill that around that with crushed rock. Quite a bit of work I'm doing today, but it's gonna make this look so much better. Mom will be happy. Awesome. All right, I'm just bringing down crushed rock now with the tractor, and we're gonna lay it all out there, and then we'll spread it out nice and neat after I get it pretty much covered. And then after it rains, it'll look a lot better. It won't be all dirty and all that. So. So now we're gonna spread out some crushed rock. And this is all going to be crushed rock, hopefully, depending on if we have enough up there.
Trying to scare me or something?
Ha! Wake up! Man, the black flies are killing me. Ah. Man, they're bad. Right in my mouth. Oh, okay. So now we're getting the weeds out of this bed. One grass clump at a time. God, these bugs are bad today.
I know. What's wrong?
That's all I've complained about since I've been out here. When I first got out here today, they weren't bad at all. Now they're just eating me alive. All right, folks, so this is what I got so far. I'm only gonna do half today, it's starting to get later. And the bugs are out bad. So we got to here anyways. Got these two flower beds, or these two beds open. These are strawberries. Then I just gotta put on the next video, I gotta do in between here and in between that one, put in some boxes here and then finish crushed rock around it, and it should be pretty nice out here. Then I gotta work on that trellis for the grapevines, and yeah, we'll probably be at a good spot with this. So I hope everybody enjoyed the video. Make sure you like and subscribe so you can see the next part, the other half of this video. You can go in and check out some of my other videos and adventures I go on. On top of that, I guess I appreciate everybody. I'm tired and I'm gonna go get a shower and sit down and relax for a bit. So keep on naturing, and we'll see you next time. Peace.